Out of the big three in anime, which protagonist is the best, do you think? Luffy? All day, every day. You gotta go with Luffy. What do you think Luffy does better than the other protagonists? The way he exercises his freedom. And listen, I love Naruto, I love Ichigo, but with Luffy, he really is the embodiment of the word freedom. I think there was a moment in Marineford where everybody was afraid to have a conversation with Whitebeard. They looked at Whitebeard like he was the second coming of Roger. Yeah. But when Luffy was in the presence of Whitebeard, he talked to him as if he were his equal. Yeah. And I feel like Luffy is like that with everybody. We saw him on the roof with Kaido and Big Mom. He stepped up. He stepped up and he acted like he was with them on the same level. And with having that type of mindset, it really inspires everybody else. And that's why people look at him as like that, that joy boy. Yeah.
Before you come at me sideways, I agree with the man. Luffy is by far the best protagonist, especially in the longest anime. I wanted to give my honorable mentions as well as Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins, Lelouch from Code Geass, Itachi from Naruto, Spike from Cowboy Bebop. Come on. I'm about to receive so much hate for this, and I don't care. Because here's the thing, I'm going based off my experiences as an anime first timer back in the day, because anime was not as accessible back then as it is now. So, henceforth, don't judge me. Now that being said, I can continue saying Bleach. I'm sorry, Bleach. Specifically, Ichigo. Now you're probably wondering why. Why didn't you choose Luffy? Why didn't you choose Naruto? Because those technically between Ichigo are technically the strongest characters. Like I said, I'm going based off my experiences, and at the time, especially when Toonami came out, I watched more Bleach than I did Naruto. I watched more Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop, what was it? Afro Samurai. You get the gist. Dragon Ball. I could mention Dragon Ball. That's another one. But something about Bleach just had its grip on me. Each individual character and how they have their own sort of clothing style. Like, if you look, I don't know if people even care to look. Each character on Bleach has their own clothing style, which I thought was really interesting because not a lot of animes did that back then, if you think about it. And if anyone knows, back in the day, you got bullied for watching anime, and Bleach got me through some hard times. It built up a confidence for me to face, certain bullies that I had to deal with at my school. And it just taught me a lot. Just like Dragon Ball teaches a lesson for some, One Piece, so on. So he is my pick as far as best protagonist, only due to the fact that that was the most watched anime I saw at the time. I wasn't heavily into One Piece. I wasn't heavily into Naruto. I like Naruto, don't mind you. That's probably the second one I watched the most of. But again, Bleach just did it for me. And don't come at me with the whole, oh, it's because you were obsessed with the main character. Ichigo is so fine. No. I looked at Rukia's brother and Aizen. Those are my men. Those are my guys. Fine as hell. Don't judge me. Also, when I found out Yoruichi was a female and as badass as she was, I literally lost it. I was like, yep, you got me in a chokehold. It's over. After every fight, because what happens every time Goku fights? He gets stronger each time. That's basically what happens to Ichigo. Even though technically speaking, he shouldn't have gotten as powerful because they kept saying how he's technically borrowing abilities. So how in the world is he able to get increase of power? So to answer the question, mine is Ichigo. Bleach, to be specific. Sorry, not sorry.